It's the National Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs on Monday Night Prime Time.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
And right away, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Yeah, they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there,
on the first play,
picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack, go after them big. Sometimes what you just want to do is put the ball in the hands of one of your best players and one of their favorite plays and establish your dominance that way.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Motion man is Shakir. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. He's got the connection to Cooper. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Rolling to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a... But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
It's Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. Incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And oh, sneak attack. They're going to run for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Able to fight through one tackle. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Allen taking it himself. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Allen now on the sneak. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Allen now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Quentin Morris there to make the grab. And the Bills lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. The Chiefs offense set to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 42 yards. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 was nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And this one too low.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep. And he loses the football a second time. The ball comes out, and the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right. From the gun on third down, Mahomes going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 35.
Another catch for him there, and the numbers starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the first half.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes, and this is incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area
and they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted.
And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
So after the INT, it's Allen.
Got it complete to Khalil Shakir.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Allen. Shakes off the sack. Allen, nifty footwork. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Allen to throw it. Letting one fly deep for Cooper.
That is incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And he'll get this one to Cooper complete. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Well, no sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, third quarter, ready to go.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Allen going to throw. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's got it. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of...
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And now off to the races down the right side. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Man, that's a third fumble for him now in this ball game. And you know the old saying, CD, once is a fluke, twice a coincidence, 3 times becoming a pattern.
3 times is a problem in this case because we've seen field goal kickers have days like this, quarterbacks occasionally. But how rare is it for us to see a running back lose it 3 times trying to carry it?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Mahomes now to throw. And his throw is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Mahomes will throw for it. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Allen now looks to throw. steps away to his left.
Now he's loose again.
And just shedding him off there. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen, 70 yards.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Allen will try to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
It's complete to Hopkins. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected, but sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to, so sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Looking deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
And this one is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. In punt formation, but as we've seen, that's no guarantee he'll punt the football. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted.
Jair Elam makes a pick.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his...
Allen hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play there for KC. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now here's Mahomes. That's complete. Left side to Worthy. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. Fighting through pressure, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on first and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Bills are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it looks like the defense has got it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 33 yards. And the Bills have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 2-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They begin with a run by Davis. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
There he goes, right side. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the... And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Following the fumble recovery, Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Play action. Now it's Allen.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Here's Allen. Escapes the sack. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Chiefs are right back in this football game.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allowed.
And he loses the football a second time.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now Allen. He's got his receiver, Cooper. Now inside the 25. Amari Cooper. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Amari Cooper, 85 yards. And the Bills have made it a 3-score game now here in the fourth. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun, because let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Inside the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Shedding defenders at the 15. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick-6. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And got his man complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs have it. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike.
That really sets them back. A loss of 6. So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long. And they'll try to save the timeouts to use on defense if need be as he runs up and spikes it. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw.
Got a man over the middle, Worthy.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 36 yards.
And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one, oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson.
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
So a turnover there on the kickoff, and don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Bills are going to have it here just past the 25. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted
Overly excited.